Hi guys, Sherry here. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Crack with the O'Callahans. I wanted to pop on here today. It is so long overdue. We moved to Ireland back in November of 2021 and I had promising everybody that I would set up the account and get it going with, kind of a collection of videos and just stories of our adventure in our transition from Canada to man. Did that ever take a backseat to everything else? Getting set up here was a lot more work than I expected or anticipated. Not that I thought it would be easy, but I thought it would be easier than what it actually was. But I met a gentleman on the weekend whose wife is doing very much what I did, in that she's moving here to Ireland with her husband, and she needed some tips about getting a bank account set up and setting up an Irish cell phone plan and getting her social insurance number and those types of things. And so I thought to myself, you know what, I should do a video to help people, because man, would I have ever loved somebody to give me some pointers in how to go about setting up all these things, the right order to do them in, and what I would need to each task. So, you've come to the right place. Here you go. So, let's see what we got here. I jotted them all down on my laptop. I said, upon your arrival to Ireland, you should strive to set up some sort of utility bill in your name. Now, I know this might not. You may be living with family or friends. You may be just in a boarding house or something. If that is the case, get the address for wherever you are and then get a letter from your landlord or the homeowner. You are living there for a specified amount of time. This is the address. It needs to be very clear and concise with dates, addresses, what have you. They say that will work. I didn't have to go that route. I had to get a utility bill in my name. Our house is still not built, so we didn't have a utility bill that would be in our name. Our power and stuff is included. So our oil that we were using to heat the home, that was included in our lease as well, so we didn't have any of those avenues that we could go down to get a utility bill. But bins are key. Bins, garbage bins, what have you. Get some bins. If you have an address, if you're leasing a place, get some bins from your local bin company. That will have your address on it. It's a pretty quick solution to problems. You may be laughing and you may think this is weird, but bins got me a bank account, a cell phone plan, my PPSN number, social insurance, what have you. So that is what I recommend. It's also pretty fast. Okay. Once you have your invoice, like I said, it cannot have the PIN number on it, so you may need to go and access your online account for your bins and print off something that way. It needs to have your address on it, your name, no PIN number. The bank nor the cell phone company will accept anything with a PIN number, so be mindful of that. What else do we have here? Okay, so I said once you have that, you can go to the PPSN, which is the Social Welfare Office here in Ireland, and you can register for a PPSN card. That's like a social insurance card. If you are married, you will need your marriage certificate. You will need your passport from your home country, and they will want all of these things, and your invoice for your bins. Don't forget that. After you have all of that stuff, you can go and get your Irish cell phone set up. So yes, the Irish cell phones. Wow. Cell phone companies are super strict. They will not accept any scans of your passports or your marriage certificates, so have all original documents with you. Now, you can also set up a bank account once you have that piece of paper that has your address on it. So once again, your invoice for your bins. When you go into your bank, whether it be a credit union or an AIB or what have you, there's lots of different banks to choose from. You will need to bring in your passport. You will need to bring in that invoice. If you're married, they'll need your marriage certificate, and this is all needed to open up your own on an account with your wife or husband who may already have an account set up here. The bank will also need your PPSN number, which you're going to be getting previous, like I just said, that you can bring all the paperwork into the social welfare office and they can assign you your PPSN number, you'll get a card, so on and so forth. So the bank will want that as well. Once you have all of those, the residency card, it's also known as your GNIB card, and local police offices or guard offices, Garda, will be able to issue you that card. Once again, your passport, your marriage certificate, I believe that they needed my PPSN number, they needed that permanent address piece as well. Once they had all that from me, they fingerprinted me, there was a bunch of signed questions that I need to answer, a couple of forms that I needed to fill out. That was all in the presence of the officer. And then like maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks later, I got my GNI. So once you have all of those things, you're pretty well set. You can kind of work and live in the country just like anybody who has citizenship. It is not full citizenship, however. I, as I said, came here in 2021. I will not be able to go for full citizenship until 2 years living here. So a GNIB card, which is my residency permit. I have a stamp on my passport as well, and I'll use both of these documents when traveling to and from Canada or anywhere else. And then in 2 years, year and a bit now, I will go and I will apply for full citizenship, and I'll be a citizen then, just like my husband. I hope what I've said here is helpful. I hope it's clear. If not, you can certainly shoot me an email, shoot me a message, and I'm happy to answer any and all of your questions, queries, what have you. It was super frustrating for us. We didn't have anybody helping us when we got set up here. It was truly painful because no one had ever, in Patrick's family, none of them had ever moved from Canada to Ireland, and these processes change, I guess, every few years. So this was in 2021, and I hope that even one person, if I can help one person alleviate that frustration that we kind of just felt during our first few months here, that's worth making this video. So wishing you all a great day here in Ireland, and we're just enjoying every minute of the friendliness and the hospitality of these warm-hearted Irish people. Super pumped to be here, and